What is up, guys? Today is part 4 of showing you how I work out, and today I'm doing legs. Now, short disclaimer beforehand, I'm working out with some weights here, just like this, but because I have a history in playing football, I have relatively strong legs, which means I need pretty much weight or pretty much stuff to make my legs fatigue. And so I can't really optimally work out legs here at home. Maybe that's not the truth and there's always a way, but you always have to think about how much effort do you put in and how much do you get out of it. And the effort I would have to put in to get something great out of it is just too high. And so I have to kind of accept it right now. And I'm not proud of that, but I plan to go to the gym soon and there I can really hit legs. But anyways, here's how I work out legs. So first things first, of course, is warming up. And honestly, I do random stuff when I warm up. Like I like to shuffle dance, just shuffling a bit, or just doing some jumping squats, some easy ones. Really get like my blood flowing, my blood into my legs. And then also stretching. And stretching is really basic, stretching the muscles you're actually gonna work with. And then I go into my first warm-up exercise.
Now these are just some basic step-ups and they're very practical because they don't require a lot of effort, but they still force you to be some kind of stable and they get your blood just flowing. And obviously I do that for both legs and I don't really have a number, I just do it until I feel like I'm properly warmed up. Then I do some Bulgarian split squats, and here I really focus on having different speeds. So sometimes just doing regular ones and sometimes really going down very, very slowly and then pushing out explosively. I would need more weight and I'm thinking about just picking up the other one that's laying there on the floor to get the max out of it. But I feel like I need some kind of freedom with my right hand to really have the explosiveness and the speed. And then obviously I do that for both legs and I really try to make sure that my right leg is a bit more exhausted than the left one because my right leg is a bit weaker than my left one. That's just because of playing football. When you have one strong leg, then the other one is just lacking, and that's just how it is. And then I go into the next exercises.
Now for these exercises I like to put weights on the floor, and the reason why is because first there's an incline between this weight and this weight, and this incline is to make the squat a bit more natural, because if you have ever squatted then you will realize that doing a normal squat with your heels completely on the floor feels a bit weird, like you can't really do the move as you would like to. And the second thing is because these weights are so wide, I'm a bit higher. So usually you would only need like a weight in the back where your heels are, so your foot is a bit increased. But in this case I have both my heels increased and the overall height increased, so I can go further down with my weights.
Then I do what many call the goblet squat, which is basically like a squat, but you're not putting your back as far out. So you really just sitting down and you focus both on your quads and your glutes. So it's a nice mixture. And there also I try to go down slowly and push out as fast as I can. Then I do some Romanian deadlifts. I basically twist the weights 45 degrees in front of me and I go down slowly with my focus of the knees not really bending. So my goal is really to have my knees bending as least as possible and most of the work being done by my hips. And in that way I have both my glutes and my hamstrings involved. It's a very nice exercise, and especially if you go down slowly and up slowly, you really can feel it. Now this weight is too little, so I would need bands or more weight to really feel the burn, and that's what I talked about earlier, but I have to just accept it. And then for the last exercise I just do calves, so there's nothing special about this, just making sure that I am somewhat more up so I can go further down. That's basically how I work out legs. Now for all of these I do quite a few sets, so maybe 2, 3 or 4. It really depends on how I feel, but at the end of the day, it just has to burn.